I don't want to get suckered into coming too close to these pikes, where I either have to turn my skirmish mode off and I'm vulnerable to strikes, or I'm just getting shot in the back because my guys are like doing the weird run up close and then run away and then run up close and run away thing that they tend to do when they're on skirmish mode. But now I'm kind of starting the missile war because he's decided to move up a little bit. But this is a really good formation for my archers, slingers to be in. See, this is what I was talking about. When you turn off the skirmish mode, it's quite easy for them to get caught. Slingers have to move so close. Terrible unit. Fucking hate slingers. Everybody I talk to really loves Carthage as a faction, but I fucking hate Carthage. So yeah. I mean, there's not much to say right now. Just shooting. I'll be gaining an advantage. I think these missiles are actually firing at this pike. It's not the best angle, to be honest. It's actually a terrible angle. They're firing right into their shields. Right here, he decided to call it off after I started pulling my cav up. Peasants aren't as important now as they were before because he's really decided to fire in line with his archers, which is fine with me because even though this sort of evens out the missile war, my Balearics are more powerful than his horse archers. The horse archers' real value comes in their maneuverability. So as long as they're firing in line, I'm quite happy with that. I've kind of taken down this pike a little bit, just like 4 men, but every little bit counts. And this horse archer, he just made a mistake, so I'm just going to charge it. You know, some people don't like to capitalize on blunders, but I'm quite happy to do so. Okay, so there's a push. Now he's pushing up the middle, which I don't really like. You have to split the middle when you rush. Like, what I would do is I would have pushed these pikes up a little bit and then turned them like this way, so that they're facing all of these missiles, so they're not getting fired in the back. And then I would have just rushed with all my cav and all my archers this way. The archers run this way because you don't want them to get killed by these cav. And wipe out these missiles really quick. Obviously it's not looking good for him already because I have a cav and missile superiority, and you could argue infantry as well. So, and I engaged this Arab just to slow it down from killing my missiles, and I pulled it out. It was fine. I think I killed 1 Arab and I lost 1 long shield. So here, didn't really manage to do anything with that. Only managed to lose about half of that pike unit. I charge these horse archers, not expecting that I'm going to kill it, but if he's not paying attention, I will. So he's consolidating now, and I've got to do the same, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, because I think I had a bunch of groups. Nidintu would tell me not to use groups, but I do it anyway. So when your slinger units are really low, they have pretty bad morale. So you can't have them clumped up. If I were to engage in an archer line, it would just rout. So that would be really bad. They'll still rout if he focuses fire on them, but he won't be able to simultaneously fire on all of my small units if they're spread out. Additionally, when you lengthen your archer line, you can't really call it a line right now, but when you lengthen the amount of space the archers take up, and technically slingers, I guess, it's better for you because the archers on the periphery will always do more damage to the melee units of your enemy than the units in the middle, because they're not firing at the front. So if you can maximize the number of units on the periphery, you're just going to do more damage in general. So it's another underrated tactic. I feel like there's so many things that people know but just don't do. I don't know why. So now he's rushing, but he's not protected his back lines. If I were him, I would have marched my archers up first. That way that they're more like here by the time my cataphracts are here. I mean, it's a bit of a telegraph, but it's not like there was much I could do. I wasn't going to be able to get all these cav over here to protect these slingers, so now he's going to probably lose some archers. I haven't watched it that thoroughly, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm a little slow here. This is pretty slow. Engaging this guy because I know these guys are coming, so he's got to pull out. So losing some cataphracts. These cav are a little out of position, but he doesn't really have the ability to rush me at all, so, or rush my melee units. So I'm pretty happy. This is a really good position for me overall. And I managed to almost kill that horse archer. Oh, and he's chasing. Yeah, that's a blunder. So now just one of his spears is sort of depleted. It's the same one. I don't know. Somehow it got on the other side of his formation. He really wanted to keep all of his spears in good health because they're actually going to be incredibly important to being able to kill 8 cav. Ideally, he would actually want to sort of kill some of my sacred band with his cataphracts, my sacred band infantry, and then use his spears to fight my cavalry. That's a better matchup for him. I'm sorry I sound probably kind of tired because it's well past midnight in New York. So I've got him kind of surrounded. There's no real advantage to this other than if cavalry engagement starts, I have a good position to time him. So now I don't really want to engage his spears because that can put my sacred band in a position where they can get easily killed by the cataphracts, a hammer and anvil. And if I'm not quick enough with my cav, it could be a position where I lose all my infantry without any compensation, really. So here he's charging the side of this infantry cluster. So I'm leaving this is an important thing. I'm leaving the front one facing this way because it's going to receive his cavalry charge. But the side one is getting turned to face these spears. Now, the Secret Band are essentially fucked because, not